Alright, what is going on, everyone? Today we have a pretty crazy situation. So here's what went down. If you guys don't already know, NLE Choppa recently dropped a new track called KO, and in it he took shots at NBA YoungBoy again. The video tried to mix humor and symbolism. NLE Choppa dressed up as Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, even Tupac as well. But what really had people talking was a scene showing a fake NBA YoungBoy look-alike and even a served head meant to mock him. Fans didn't take it well, let's just say that. The internet quickly turned on NLE Choppa. Even people who aren't die-hard NBA YoungBoy supporters said the whole thing felt desperate, like he was reaching for attention. To make it worse, NLE Choppa's own baby mama jumped online saying Tupac would never approve of his actions and that he should focus more on being a dad than on a fake beef, right? Then came NBA YoungBoy's side, and instead of clapping back, they did the opposite. His mom posted a message saying you can't hate from outside the arena when you can't even fill one yourself, which is understandable. I'm not gonna lie, that's funny, because NLE Choppa can't fill stadiums, man. And one of NBA YoungBoy's closest affiliates made it clear they're not entertaining the drama. They said they're focused on making money, staying on tour, and not giving Choppa the reaction he's looking for. And honestly, that's the smartest move, because let's not forget, Choppa already lost his past beefs with NBA YoungBoy and even got into a fight with one of NBA YoungBoy's fans that didn't go his way. Let's just say that. The fight did not go his way. He lost. He stayed quiet for a long time as well, and now out of nowhere, he's bringing it back up like the internet forgot, which is crazy. But if NBA YoungBoy keeps ignoring him, this whole situation, this whole thing in general is just going to fade away just as fast as it started. Let's just say that. At this point, it doesn't look like a real beef. It looks like a reach. And unless NLE Choppa switches up the energy, he's just going to keep reminding everyone of a fight and a feud that he already lost. But let's just dive into the video, see what's going on.
Bro, we got Mr. NLE Choppa back on the roster, and things are not looking good for him. Now, if y'all unaware, yesterday, out of nowhere, NLE Choppa, or should I say NLE the Great, released a music video called KO. And within the music video, he was trying to act like Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, a bald head, a light-skinned Tupac. And then within there, he kind of made a lookalike of NBA YoungBoy, kind of dissing him, saying some real things, something he poisoned the youth minds, and he making beating on women look cool and a whole bunch of things, and people on the internet was not feeling it. Now, he ended the video with walking around with like a head he cut off with YoungBoy face print on it. Real weird, by the way. That's some very upset stuff. And internet was not going for it. Now, yesterday, his mom responded, said a lot of things, but it seems like she responded again. And it seems like one of his homies responded. Now, Herm the Black Sheep, y'all know Mr. Stutterbutter himself, one of YoungBoy right-hand man responding to it. And his response was actually surprising. And I think that's how a lot of them should start responding from now on.
When them bitches were popping, they were popping. Now we popping, you hear me? It's a problem. Say five, this $100 million shit going on. We ain't going back and forth with no bitch. And I still got the same color.
Now, as y'all see, he took the mature route, the route that everybody should be taking, and went on to say they making $100 million, bro. They not finna respond to them. When YoungBoy was put up on house arrest, y'all did y'all thing. Now he on tour and he popping. Don't try to use his name for bait and saying that they not finna respond to him. And that's the God of the truth, because when YoungBoy was in the house, whatever, everybody was with you know who, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But now that he out, everybody trying to find their way to get their stuff back in the mix and get a response from him. And he not responding. Now, like I said, he went on to call out YoungBoy out of every rapper. Granted, YoungBoy is a big rapper, but people saying that, you know, he poisoned the mind of the youth, which I'm not saying he was wrong. A lot of y'all think that what I was saying with Choppa was wrong. I didn't say he was wrong. I just feel like it's hypocritical because he do the same thing, or in a way he's quote unquote poisoning the youth. Now, he could have said something about a lot of other rappers, but he said YoungBoy because YoungBoy the hottest, and he know what it was gonna do. Now, YoungBoy mom responded yesterday, but she responded again, made a video, and she put up this post first and said, how are you even going to hate from outside the arena? You can't even fill up one, right? And then she posted this video right here.
Today I'm going to talk about being jealous and being envious. So you want to make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knees smoking a crack pipe, And you're saying Cantrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees and put a crack pipe in his mouth on a video, right? Okay, fine. I bet they have another video with that same nigga on his knees sucking your pipe. Because who gonna even play that stupid role? If you know better, you do better. Your head look like a penis without a rubber on top of it. But yet, you want to sit here and try to talk about somebody. You better be lucky I can't say what I want to say on Instagram.
As y'all see, she just for talking for real, just defending her son, saying jealousy and saying like, you know, whoever the dude did that, he basically saying he a lame for doing that, which I ain't gonna lie, I mean, he probably got paid, so I don't know. But went on the call, bro, out and said, you know, he hating basically, long story short, and a lot of people feel that way. Now, what made me real like surprised is not only did his quote unquote rap op say something, his own baby mama. Now, we all know why she said something. This man, Choppa, probably the best thing that ever happened to her, bro, because we ain't heard from her since she had a baby by Choppa. Now, she put up a post and said, I don't think Tupac would approve of these actions. And then she wanted to say, why would you want more ops when your baby mamas are your biggest ones? And she said, this idiot, Karma just beat this nigga A every day. If this B put this much effort into being a better dad, you know we would be all right. Now, as you see, that sounds like a sad baby mama, a mad baby mama, and just want to be heard, knowing that she gonna get reposted because she know who she connected to and she just want to be in the blogs. But long story short, his own baby mama calling him out, and I'm not surprised. Baby mama do that. That's why you need to get married and find you a wife, and maybe you don't have to worry about things like this. Now let me just start out by saying, Choppa, you are trending #1 right now. I can't lie, but it's like, bro, we all know why. Now, I feel as though if you really felt like he was poisoning the mind of you gonna call on him, you got to call out everybody. You were the same guy last year as a model. Guys that know that look up to you. Sad to say, kids idolize rappers. Rappers and the internet is one of the biggest things popping right now. People don't care about pastors, people don't care about workmen, people don't care about guys that's actually beneficial to our youth. They care about the streamers and the rappers. And you being a rapper, you went on to that website or went on to that magazine and posted your draws, multiple pictures, and you started an OnlyFans game. You were doing like little freak pics or whatever, like posting your little print. It's like, come on, bro. So let's not talk about influence when actuality, bro, nobody got a pot to piss in. None of us is perfect, including myself. So who are we to call anybody? He who is without sin cast the first stone. Now, I understand trying to judge somebody righteously, but the way you did it, bro, you were chasing content and you were chasing clout, and it's gonna end up bad for you. Not saying your life can get hurt, but people ain't gonna respect you because you're gonna forget you said this, and months down the line, you're gonna end up saying something contradicting. And hey, that's gonna be on you. Now, shout out to YB them for responding the way they responded. Hopefully, for now on, they respond like that. Too many people have died. Too many people have gone to jail, and these unnecessary beasts don't really be about nothing. And I respect the way they responded because, hey, bro, that's how it should be for now on. But y'all give me y'all thoughts and opinions down below, and let me know what y'all think about all this. And let me know, do y'all feel like Choppa got a point? Do y'all?
But yeah, that is the end of the video. Let me know what y'all thought about this whole situation. But I'm gonna break this whole situation down. Now that we've seen everything play out, right? Let's really break down what's going on here, because this whole NLE and NBA YoungBoy situation says a lot about the industry pride and attention, more than just a little rap beef. Let's just say that, right? See, when NLE Choppa dropped that song, it wasn't just about music. It was a move, a statement, maybe even a cry for attention. Because let's be honest, when it comes to visibility and influence, NBA YoungBoy is sitting right at the top of the game right now, without a doubt. He doesn't have to do interviews. He doesn't have to do collabs with big names, and he doesn't even need label support. Like, it's crazy. His fan base runs deep. He built an entire movement that moves numbers without traditional promo. So I wouldn't be surprised that NLE Choppa is doing all this. So when someone takes a shot at NBA YoungBoy, it's not just random. It's calculated. They know if they say his name, the internet reacts. Clips go viral. People start debating. The blogs eat it up. That's the formula. That's the formula right now. I'm not gonna lie, but here's where it backfires. If you're not really standing on something genuine, the audience can feel it. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't matter how clever the lyrics are or how wild the visuals get. If it comes off like clout chasing, it's over before it even starts. And that's what a lot of people are saying about NLE Choppa right now. They don't see this and then they don't see this song or anything in an authentic way, or it's not an authentic diss track or some deep message about influence. They see it as him as reaching. They see it as just reaching for like relevancy. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people have been saying NLE Choppa did fall off and things like that, right? People are saying he's trying to grab the spotlight by going after the hottest name he can, which I'm not surprised because he did have a beef with him before, but he lost it, bro. That beef is long gone. He's trying to revive something that's dead. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna lie, NLE Choppa is actually really talented. He's got charisma. He can rap. He's shown growth, but lately it feels like he's been struggling to figure out where he fits in. I'm not gonna lie. Remember, this isn't just the first time NLE Choppa has been connected to NBA YoungBoy. They had this whole situation a while back. The tension, the fan fight, the video of him getting knocked down after that. NLE Choppa stayed quiet. He didn't fire back. He didn't spin it into a track. And for a while, it looked like he'd matured past that kind of drama. But now, after all that time, to suddenly drop a music video to mock NBA YoungBoy, it looks less like confidence and more like desperation. And then, right, to make things even messier, his own people, or should I say the people around NBA YoungBoy, didn't even bite the bait. They brushed it off like it was nothing. That's power. That's control. Because when you get to a certain level of success, silence hurts more than words, without a doubt. Ignoring someone in today's internet world is one of the biggest ways to kill their momentum. You take away their audience, their reaction, even their energy. Think about it. NLE Choppa wanted headlines, wanted responses, wanted everyone debating. Who won? Instead, the only thing people are talking about is how badly the move backfired. Even his own baby mama chimed in, and not to even defend him, she took shots at him too. That's rough. I'm not gonna lie. It's one thing when your rivals talk down on you, but when people close to you are starting to clown you, that's when you know something's off. I'm not gonna lie. And look, I'll give NLE Choppa credit where it's due, right? He's young. He's still learning the business. I mean, he did start when he was, what, 16? Or blow up when he was 16, right? And he's clearly trying to navigate the fame, the pressure, and expectations that come with being in the spotlight, right? But sometimes you gotta know when to chill. Every situation doesn't need a reaction. Every silence doesn't mean weakness. Sometimes it's smarter to just sit back and let your work talk for you. Let's just say that. If NLE Choppa really wanted to send a message, I'm pretty sure he could have done it in a way that elevated himself instead of trying to tear someone else down. Because when you look at where he started, young, positive, talking about meditation, discipline, and self-improvement, right? This kind of energy feels like a step backward. It's like he's trying to go viral again instead of focusing on longevity or whatever you want to call it, whatever the word is, man. But the sad part about this new era of this rap beef or whatever, right? It's not just about bars anymore. It's not even about pride or even respect. It's about trending. Who can get the most views in 24 hours nowadays, right? Who can get the most blog posts? Who can keep people talking? But what happens when the momentum fades? That's the question. When the hype dies down and the algorithm moves on, you're left with the same reality that the attention didn't last and the respect didn't grow. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, NBA YoungBoy's camp is showing what real growth looks like. These are the same guys who used to be in the middle of every conflict, quick response. We all know NBA YoungBoy and his crew used to be very quick to respond, right? Quick to escalate and things like that. Now they're brushing it off, saying staying on business, staying focused. That's how you win, not by dissing back, but moving forward while everyone else stays stuck on the same energy, man. If you're looking at this from a bigger picture, it's a reminder to every artist out there: clout fades, but consistency doesn't. People will forget the viral beefs, the back and forths, the subliminals, but they'll always remember who kept building, who stayed focused, and who grew past the noise. So if NLE Choppa's listening, maybe this is a lesson. Yeah, NLE Choppa's not listening. At the end of the day, though, um, this whole thing is just a small chapter in a bigger story about how fame and ego collide in hip hop. It's about how easily respect can turn into rivalry, and how one bad move can make fans question your authenticity. Let's just say that, right? And maybe, just maybe, this situation will make NLE Choppa look in the mirror and ask, am I chasing legacy, or am I just chasing attention? Because there's a big difference. Because this song that he made is just for the moment. It's not for people in the future. You know what I mean? And clearly, he didn't get the response that he wanted. I mean, a couple people did respond, but definitely that's not the response he's looking for. You know what I mean? He made this song for the moment, thinking, oh, people are gonna go crazy about it, and maybe even NBA YoungBoy will drop another diss track on him, and they keep this beef going, and he'll build back his momentum, or whatever you want to call it. But now it's like people are definitely gonna forget this in a couple months from now, or even shorter. You know what I mean? They're just gonna be like, what the hell, man? You know what I mean? Like, what was he thinking? Because nobody cares, man. A lot of people don't even think the song was good. They only listen to it for the part that he was dissing NBA YoungBoy in, right? So at the end of the day, man, NLE Choppa does definitely have his influences, because NBA YoungBoy did influence NLE Choppa. He did admit that he liked NLE Choppa when he first started rapping, or not even when he first started rapping, but when he first blew up, he did say he messed with NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy was a big influence, which isn't really a surprise, because if you look at his music videos or whatever when he first blew up, he wanted to be just like YoungBoy. You know what I mean? He was rapping about the same thing NBA YoungBoy was rapping about. So yeah, man, it's pretty weird. It's a pretty weird situation that NLE Choppa is in right now. But let's just see what happens. But if you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content. Without further ado, I'm gonna end the video here, and I would appreciate if you did drop a like on the video as well, because it does help the video perform pretty well. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought about this whole situation down in the comment section. I do read every single one of your guys' comments. So yeah, without further ado, peace out.